One of the influential figures in my life is inspirational speaker David Cox. He's one of the founding members of Wake Up and Smell the Cuppaccino. And here he tells his story as to why he wants to impact communities in South Africa. He is the epitome of what we stand for at WUSC, which is motivation made practical.
Basically, my story is, obviously, as you know, in end of grade 8, I had a bike accident and I injured my neck, my spinal cord, C2 to C6. I never had any surgery or anything. I was in a neck brace for quite a while. And then I came back, and halfway through the first term of grade 9, I had to leave again because woke up one morning not being able to move my right arm or my right leg, and we went through to the hospital and I had an MRI scan done, and they found that I had a tennis ball sized tumour on my spinal cord that was crushing my spinal cord. I was quite scared, to be dead honest, because 14 years old, being a sportsman and, having no care in the world kind of thing. You don't expect that.
Dance as well.
Yes, no, exactly. I loved my sport. Didn't like sitting still, didn't like, being inside, always outdoors. So getting the news of having a tumour that was basically crushing my spinal cord, stopping all the nerves and stuff from working, was quite a shock to me. And I didn't really have much time to take it in because I was booked into surgery for the next morning. So I had the big operation and woke up the next, 2 days after in ICU. And from there I slowly started getting better, and I thought, okay, great, this is it, no more operations, I'll be fine now. Yeah, I know. Well, at that time, actually, to be honest, my mom was sick with melanoma cancer, and when I went in for my operation, she had passed away 2 days afterwards. So that was quite a knock for me as well, and the family, to deal with two things at once. So brothers took it very hard. My youngest brother didn't really understand what was going on at the time. He was only about 8. Obviously Gareth, my middle brother, was about 12, so he kind of knew what was going on. And he was also in school, primary school, grade 7, trying to, get through that. And then obviously worried about me. And my dad was just stressed with everything, trying to look after the brothers, look after me, and then my mom, which unfortunately did pass away. So that couple of months was very rough for the family. Well, I've always been a positive person from right when I was young, and I'm not gonna lie, when this happened I did become very negative and I was quite depressed. But luckily I kind of fought my way out of it, and I kind of took a different stance and said, this has happened and I need to fight on. At that stage I could walk and I could still do a few things, play a bit of sport, so it was quite nice. But then, now obviously that I can't do any of that is a whole different story. But going back to school, it was a bit easier than being able to walk around and still do gym, still hang out with the friends, still go out, still do my thing, still go to school. So now coming back to this, after I had my last operation on the 24th of December 2015, when I woke up from that and on a ventilator in ICU, surrounded by other machines and drips, helping me to breathe, helping me to eat. We had complications with spinal fluid, the draining of spinal fluid, and my brain had swollen up drastically, and we needed to relieve the pressure as it was slowly basically crushing my brain because I lost my eyesight, had terrible headaches, and so that's what led to the operation. And it was actually supposed to be a really simple operation, but the doctors think because I'd had 25, 26 operations prior to that, my spinal cord just had enough.
Yes.
And that's why I woke up completely paralyzed. I went into deep depression. I didn't want to speak to anyone. I didn't want to do anything. I stopped eating. They had to put a feeding tube in through my stomach. And for about 4 months I was utterly depressed and cross, and I didn't want to live anymore. And one day I woke up and I kind of said to myself, you can't live like this. This has happened. There's nothing else you can do now except for try and get better, try and make it work. And that's exactly what I've done. I mean, for that I was so excited. I mean, missing a year and a half of school and doing better than I would say about 60% of my grade.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Which was amazing, getting 2 distinctions as well. I was beyond happy for that. Yeah, no, everyone was over the moon. Everyone was celebrating and happy, and it was a great feeling. Great to achieve that after what I'd been through. It was exciting. Well, my first year I actually started studying BCom in business management, and I didn't really enjoy that, the accounting and statistical side. So my first option was always to do medicine, but I obviously couldn't get into that. And so my second choice was psychology.
Yes.
And I was accepted for that, and I started that, and I really enjoyed that.
Yes.
And that's something that I can give back to, helping people that have been in my situation, and that's what I want to do. I was very frustrated because halfway through my second year at WITS, I started, deteriorating really badly. I lost strength in my arms again, lost strength in my legs. I couldn't sit for too long because I'd get terrible migraines, neck pains, and I was just getting depressed and stuff again. And I was fighting with everyone around me, pushing everyone away. And I obviously had to go for that operation. And once I went for that operation, when I woke up, I had all the support of friends and family around me, and quite nicely the lecturers from WITS also were there and said that, when I'm ready I could come back. So we all thought that it was going to be a quick thing.
Yes.
But it obviously turned out not to be. So, got the marks and everything, and I've applied to UNISA, and I've been accepted to study there from next year.
So now you're going to finish that psychology degree?
I'm going to finish that psychology degree so I can get out there and help people, exactly. I believe, for me, what's kept me fighting is that I don't want to be someone that just sits down and accepts what's happened to me. Because I've seen that. I mean, in the last 7 years of being in and out of hospital and rehab, I've seen people around me just give up and stop doing what, and actually I know a lot of people that I became friends with that have passed on because of just giving up. And I don't think that's right. I mean, only being 22 years old, I can't give up with life now. There's still so much that I need to learn and I need to experience. And I believe with a lot of hard work, I still think I'm going to walk again, and I'm going to do well, and I'm going to get out of there. Well, for me, it will be my mom, because she struggled with melanoma cancer for about 6 years, and she had tons of radiation treatment, chemotherapy, operations as well, and there was not one day that I ever saw her crying, upset, she was always happy, always joking, always laughing, always positive, always looking for something good in life, even though she was being dealt blow after blow after blow.
Yes.
And I just think back to that, and I believe I have a bit of her inside of me, and I believe that's what's helping me fight through this as well. Well, I believe that where there's a will, there's a way. You know, no matter what background you come from, what ethnicity you come from, rich or poor,
Yes.
if you want to do something, you'll be able to do it. You will find a way to do it. And I believe with the right mind and the right attitude, you can do anything you put your mind to. Well, for my foreseeable future is obviously to complete my degree. And once that's done, hopefully also to get walking and stuff again. But you know, if I don't get walking and stuff again, I can still do what I want to do in the chair. But I really want to inspire people, get out there and make a change. Well, you know, I believe that people in the suburbs and, you know, especially in town or in rural areas do have a hard life, and I would really hope to make a lot of money through what I'm doing. Well, not necessarily money, but make enough of an effort to make it, to bring awareness, to bring out campaigns for these people and try and uplift them so that they have better opportunities
Yes.
to get out there and do what they want to do. Because I believe everyone has a right to, you know, education, has a right to do what they want to do, and nothing should hold them back.